welcome back to our Sandbox zoo. Yeah, it's still growing. I'm still running out of space, and I realized that way too late. And today is the day where we're going to start our next continent slash area design slash whatever you want to call it. So this has all been the European area, I guess. Yeah, it's a lot of space wasted on a few animals, but that's okay. So we have wolves over here. We have our peafowl in here in this maze, but they're hiding. Oh, there they are. Then there's gharials in here. Oh, is it caimans? It's caimans. I forgot. See, my skill. There's some little bugs in there. Just hiding in their terrains. Terrains? It's not a terrain, it's a terrarium. Also the graphics seem to go away. So I'm not quite sure what happened there, but whatever. I'll fix it one day. And then over here we... Okay. You probably didn't hear that. There was a weird ringing. Over here we have our reindeer and our dull sheep with their giant castle. And right next to them are a couple of elk. Moose. Moose. What's the difference again? I'm stupid. Anyways. A couple of those lads. Yes, bouncing around very, very happily. Here's our flamingos, and over here we have Arctic foxes. They're so cute. Yes. And then last but not least, our two grizzly bears. No, brown bears. Great. Brown bears. They're technically speaking Himalayan brown bears, but for the plot of this zoo, they're European brown bears. And now we get to move on to the next continent, which I've decided to kind of stay in style is going to be the North Americas. So, yeah, continent, North America. Which still gives us a lot of animals to work with, you know? But just to go through them real quickly, reindeer and timberwolf we've got. Polar bear we're not going to do here. Moose we've got. The jaguar I'm actually keeping for, well, not Northern America. Grey seal is going to a different area as well. We've got the dull sheep, and the California sea lion is going to the water area. So it's actually not that many animals. And to start with, I'm going to be building a habitat for these prairie dogs. I'm sorry, pronunciation is not my strength. There. And we're going to put it right here, because I have this big open space and I was like, not sure what to do with it. But I think it would work out really, really well for prairie dogs. And, well, there are European prairie dogs. They're not called prairie dogs, we call them something different, but they're a thing. So it kind of fits in, and it's kind of a nice way to get into the next area. I'll be starting building area here. With building comes pathing. I have no idea. Right? I think I have 10-meter paths here. I genuinely have no idea what I'm doing here. Just saying, you know. I would love to just have this work, but it won't. I already tested that. So I'm thinking about instead just doing this to kind of get our paths to merge. It's not ideal, but we could do like a little wolf statue or something here, you know, or a small building with one of the exhibits. That's what I've been thinking. But for now, over here, this is going to be the prairie dog zone. Berries, we're still going to stick to the same style because it's still the same style for the zoo. Like, I will be keeping this style for the whole zoo. But I'm just gonna see if there's anything nice I could use. I mean, the mesh fences are kind of... You know, I'm thinking about using these limestone fences, maybe. I have to check if prairie dogs can escape easily. Well, I'd say no. I'd say they can't escape easily. It doesn't look like they climb or anything like that. Or we could take these fences and lower them. it does have to be a grade 2 fence, so I can't use just bushes because those are grade 1 fences. Or I could do it like this here. Yeah, let's use that. So these are... keep forgetting where they are. I haven't played in quite a bit. You can probably tell. In case you can't, I haven't played in quite a bit. So, prepare for me failing a lot at looking for things or looking for keybinds or whatever. It's going to be a bit messy. For this part here, I think I'm just going to use a 2-meter balustrade to kind of merge these. There we go. Not ideal, but it'll do. And then we'll just basically keep on popping these alongside here in a hopefully mostly straight line. Can you see how this line isn't straight because the path isn't 100% straight? Kind of annoying. Because the way these are angled is they're angled in the... basically in the game's natural angle, right? Like, what the game determines to be 90 degrees. But because my gateway is slightly angled, and because the path isn't 100% straight, because I made it, yeah, it's a little non-ideal, but it'll work. So, prairie dogs don't need a lot of space. And what I'm going to be doing is I'll be making this small outdoor area for them. I say small, it's still pretty big. And then I'll be putting a prairie dog house here to essentially end stuff right here at this pathway. Because I like it when things are symmetrical. So let's steal these here. Now, funnily enough, this does go to the exact height I needed at. But I don't want it in this group, so... And then we're just going to give these prairie dogs a house, primarily because they are very shy animals. And I do want them to have an indoor area. But also, because that way I can sort of make it a visitor area as well. You know? Which I think would look really cute. And we can also use that as like an in-between area for another animal. Big brain, I know. Very big brain. So this would be like our basic building, and then over here we could start more fencing to go up here. It wouldn't be exactly symmetrical, obviously, because both animals, like this animal would be getting less space than the animal over there, blah blah blah. Why is the end open? Why am I this stupid? But we would have 2 habitats, and obviously we'd have to open this up. Yeah. And then we could use this space over here for another habitat. Or, say... let me just decide on that right away while I'm at it. So we have the prairie dogs over there. Do I have anything that's... How about the beaver? I think the beavers and the prairie dogs would fit well like together. Because we are going to... I'm going to pair the pronghorn antelope and the American bison, obviously. And then there's the cougar. Which, gorgeous animal, definitely deserves its own habitat. I don't think I'm going to put it into North America. Like, I think that's going to fit into the South America area better. And then we have the American alligator. So I'm going to make the American zone very small. I'm very sorry to all my North American watchers. It's not that I hate you or that you don't have cool animals. It's just that I claimed all of them either for the European zone already, or that they just fit better in the aquatic area, because I'll be making one pretty big aquatic area here around this lake, where I want to have most of the aquatic habitats, except for alligators and caimans and crocodiles. Which I could also be putting in a reptile house, but no. But yeah, that's why beavers and stuff are going to be down here. And some other animals are not. For beginners, I'm just going to quickly actually finish this layout so that I also have the habitat for the beaver at least lined out, because that makes planning a lot easier. What we'll have is essentially an indoor... Okay, hello, thanks. An indoor zone for both animals that is going to have one-way glass. I'm thinking about making the building 2 stories high. So we have the bottom floor and the top floor. And on the top floor, you know, just to give the animals some extra space, because I could will lead them up to the top floor. But I don't know if there'll be too much commotion, because my main worry is that these are the kind of animals that would probably be very shy, right? So they'd hide a lot, which you would kind of want to prevent if you were a clever zoo owner. Not saying that I'm a clever zoo owner, because that would imply that I know what I'm doing. I do not. I have not the slightest idea of anything I'm doing here. But yeah. There we go. Pathing, yay! Fences. Woohoo! My favorite part of the game. Placing fences. So let's just make it look a bit even. There we go. Very even, I know. You could also have entrances on the inside, so, you know, I wouldn't have to worry about that part. Let's just get a path in here, and then instantly grid that and just pull it through to the end. Like so. Is that middled? Yeah, sure. I guess. It's middled. By doing this, we do take their main shelter area as an indoor area, obviously, which could be considered problematic because it's supposed to be a shelter. Actually, let me put it like this. But, you know, they'll be fine. And then we'll be taking a barrier glass. I hope that works. Without the game hating me really bad, because sometimes it does that. You know, like when I place roads and then I try to place a fence. And then I try to get it to snap to an angle. And it never really works. And then I don't get a straight panel of glass, but something like this. And I hate... I don't know, did I not place these the same grid? No, I did. Okay. Yeah, welcome back to it only takes me 50 hours to place a path. Episode 1. Something here is not 100% straight. And it's irritating the hell out of me. And considering the fact that the pathing is on a grid, it might be the pathing. Or the building. Or both. Or my brain. I don't know. Anyways, let's just place the glass barrier first, I guess. No, I don't have reference. That's bad. You know, I'm trying to get this to be a straight barrier, but maybe if I put it on like the max distance, I can kind of estimate where I need it to be. There, that worked. Kind of. Well, it's not 100% straight, but it's okay. It's alright. It'll work. It'll do. Okay, same thing over here. You like that? Yeah, okay. So now we'll just pull those up to the height that we want. Okay, thanks. Same thing here, and then we have to tell it to put the one way on the other side, because it's the wrong kind of one way right now. Basically, this means that the animals can't look out, but the visitors can look in, which is going to be kind of useful. And now let's see if I can get a path in here. It looks like I actually can't. Wow. Interesting. And that's really not good. Okay, so I'm gonna undo my beautiful fence work here for a second. Align this to the grid. pull this through to the end, and you see how it's not... The building and the paths are not at an exact 90-degree angle. Which is a problem. And now I don't have an exactly straight path, but I have a path. And now, I think in walls or fences there was one-way glass at some point? No? I'm thinking that we got something like that at some point. I was very hyped about it. Don't remember where it was. Maybe it was just the mesh panels. Well, we're not going to be using mesh panels. So. Yeah, I think I was just imagining things again. One way... Yes, there they are. One-way glass panels. I knew it. So now, I can just do this without having to worry about stuff. Which, by the way, really great that this is now an option. Because you don't have to play around with getting fences anywhere, you can just place your one-way glass panels and be a happy human being. Yeah, I think it also looks better than having the fence, but that's just a personal preference, I guess. I'm trying to kind of line them up a bit, but like, you know, a somewhat decent look here, but we all know that the glass panels aren't going to be the most interesting part of this build, so yeah. I'm not sure where or how I'm going to be placing the staff entrance. I haven't thought about that yet. Especially with this habitat, like, am I just going to make a staff path go through here? Because that would be quite... Because they do need an entrance gate to... Can I place a staff entrance outside? Does that work? Like... You know, theoretically speaking, could I do this? Right, because right now it counts as multiple habitats. Okay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie lemon pokey. Let's remove this from the group and just move these out a bit. It's gonna look a little weird for a second. It's going to keep looking weird for quite a while actually. But I'll figure something out to make it look a little less weird. It's not. Can you see this? Like, it could be aligned with the columns, but it's not. It makes me sad because it could be. It's a possibility, but it decided to not take that possibility. Anyways, no barriers, my favorite thing in this whole zoo, yay! The thing you always have to place yourself because obviously there's no tool for them. It would make sense for there to be a tool for them, but... Because at the moment you make a tool for it, it wouldn't work properly. Because everyone wants their barriers somewhere else. That's the cool thing about null barriers. You can do whatever you want, you know? You don't have to follow the law of barriers. I don't like that. What if one of them is going to hide in that corner? Like, alright, I don't need to do it that way. I need to do it this way. Yeah, sure. Then just keep it outside the glass, because we all know they're going to be hogging the glass. This habitat is going to be way too big, by the way. Like, yes, I tried to build a small one, but it's still going to be way too big for the animal that I'm putting in it. Which is going to be the prairie dog. Let's just get them in there, because why not? Why can I still not filter by typing? What is this? It's not called prairie dog, it's called something prairie dog, isn't it? Black-tailed prairie dog. Okay. Let's see. Oh, they're so cute, all of them. Well, I want males and females, please. Yep. Black-tailed prairie dog. How many of you? Oh, look at them! Look at these cuties. How many of you can I have? No, not you. You. 2 to 12, so 11 females. Alright. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Here we go. 12 prairie dogs, ready to go into their small habitat here. I'll be putting them in the habitat pretty much instantly just to see what's going on. Now, they're prairie dogs. So, you know, I'm going to be making a habitat that kind of fits a prairie dog. But first of all, I'm going to give them a little bit of a water area here. Can I please? I don't like how I can't ever fill it up to the top. Like, I mean, I'm surrounded with stones anyways, it's fine, it just annoys me. Watercolor. I have this nice blue that I always... It's also not very deep, like there's barely any water in there. But that's okay. I just wanted to give them some water. Because, you know, prairie doggos. Okay. So they can bring in the animals from the outside. Yeah, okay. That's actually a cool idea. Like, if you want to avoid having a lot of staff paths in the zoo, you could just have staff paths going outside of the zoo if it's a sandbox zoo and you're doing it like this. Oh, look at the... I know you can't see them, but give me a second. Sorry, but I can't see you like this. Look at them! They're so cute! Gotta take a screenshot. It's going to be the thumbnail. High quality thumbnail, I swear. So cute! All of them. They're supposed to be different colors. It's kind of hard to tell, but they're cute. I think it's the tail tips or something. I don't know. Anyways, terrain. Yep, they don't want long grass. Or at least not a lot of it. How unexpected. And they want more soil. Which, cool. The indoor area is going to be entirely soil anyways. And then the outdoor area will have more of the grass stuff. And obviously for them to be able to access this area, we do have to open it up. I'll have to figure out how I'm going to make that look nice. But this is like the very, very rough design for our prairie dogs. What time am I at? It's 22 minutes. I'm gonna do some basic terrain design because I can. So, grassland and desert. Yeah. And I want to give them like a little bit of a climbing... Not really climbing area here in the back, just like something that makes it look a bit more like the prairie. You know, like rocks and rocks and rocks and rocks and rocks. Stuff like that, I guess. We'll still be using a lot of flowers to make it look like, you know, a zoo that I build. But yeah. I'm just going for a kind of cute design here. That I hope I'm somehow achieving, I don't know. Can I lower this? And then rotate it a bit? No, that was the wrong kind of rotating. Still the wrong kind of rotating. Yeah, like that. I'd like them to be able to climb up on that without actually being able to jump out of the habitat, you know? Kind of like this, maybe? They should be able to climb that, and then they can sort of sit on it, but it won't let them get out. Like, they'd still be stuck in here. And just for design purposes, there's a stone holding it up there. Okay, let's quickly see if they can get out via these, because I don't want them to be able to escape, you know? Yeah, they can climb some of them. That's cool. Like, they don't have to be able to climb everything, you know, but give them like a little bit of a stone area here in the back. Sadly, because I'm not in a desert biome, I can't just use desert biome rock to kind of blend it in, because like think that it's gonna look quite different. No, do we leave the intensity up? Yeah, see, like, it doesn't really look like the kind of rock that they're on. Yes, it helps a bit. Just gonna blend that in with some... I think I prefer just blending it in with dirt. So they have this small, like, climbing frame thing in the background, and we'll also be using some rocks around the front. Not sure if I'm the biggest fan of that idea, because I'm using the wrong rocks. Like, I'm not using the same rocks that I'm using in the rest of the zoo, and it's giving me issues, but that's okay. We have special rocks just for these guys, you know? The zoo had rocks imported from I don't know where, so that these animals can be happy. Oh, they're so cute. Can you hear them squeaking? I don't know if I have the volume on high enough, but they're very, very cute. I have a soft spot for anything that's cute, which, by the way, is every animal ever, so I have a soft spot for every animal ever. It's kind of problematic when you work with animals and they don't like you, ever. But yeah. I'm still going to try to make it look like, you know, my other habitats. Just... I'm going to give it a bit more of a, prairie color scheme, I guess. Oh, yeah, I think they're cute, and I think they'll be happy in the zoo at some point, once I figure out how to properly build. So in like approximately 10 years. Why are all of my stones tilting sideways? Can you please not do that? Thanks. It's still tilted. Soon I'll be tilted. Can you please do the thing? Thanks. Yeah, that's okay. I just want to have like some amount of stones around here to, you know, create a more natural design, I guess, because it would look kind of weird if it was just... At least I think that it always looks weird when the water just suddenly appears out of nowhere. Oh, they're cute. Very cute. And we do have a lot of, like, nice plants for them, actually. Like cacti. Oh, they're so cool. I like these. I really like these. Because they're prickly. I'm just happy that I get to build with different plants once in a while, because, like... We've been using the same plants for a lot of builds nowadays, because, like, all the animals over there use the same plants, obviously. Ooh, that would look really pretty. Like a tall weeping willow right here. Like that. That looks nice. I'm not quite sure how a weeping willow fits into this terrain, but the game says that it does. So I'm going to trust the game, because I've never been in this kind of area. Like, no, I just haven't. We don't have prairie here. We don't do this here. All I have is, like, stony mountain area. We don't have those trees in stony mountain area, so... yeah, I don't know. Anyways, a lot of sage bushes, because I like the colors. Yeah, they're making holes! Oh my god, that's so wholesome! Holes. Daily accidental dad joke has been delivered. And now we can move on to less dad jokes and more placing of bushes. I'm using a lot of these because I like the color and their nice ground coverage. And because they're cute, let's be honest. Sage brush bush, and this is a white sage bush, so it's different types of sage. Question mark? I assume it's different types of sage. We also have these organ pipe cacti, so let's have some of those. And Joshua trees. Do I want one of those? Maybe over here. I'm definitely placing way too much foliage for, like, the desert, you know? But I don't care. It's my zoo. I can do what I want. No, that looks weird. That'll work. Yeah, sure. I also want some barrel cacti. Here, there, there, and there. The game was just like, I'm going to crash. I'm going to kill you. Just, you know, for decoration. I'm gonna have some of these because I really like the yellow, actually. I can already see the visitors being like, oh, I can't see the prairie dogs from here. When they're standing out there. Like, I can hear it in my brain. I don't even need to click on them. It's just, I can already hear it just like this. So yeah, I'm trying to make this look kind of a bit like, you know, if some rich dude imported a lot of plants from the desert and is now trying to make it look like a fancy garden to show off that he was in the desert. That's what this whole place is going to look like. Or what I'm trying to make this whole place look like, I guess. Because that's the vibes of this whole zoo. Just some rich guy went somewhere and kidnapped all the animals. Great vibes, right? Really love these bushes though. Like, they're gorgeous. And I just think it looks really, really cute. Like, I'm not sure about adding flowers, to be honest, because... Same for the nettles. Like, why would there be nettles? And I want to move this one a bit to maybe a little more off-center, like that. Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll work. Having only 2 palm trees is a bit weird. Where are my palm trees? Yeah, we're at 32 minutes again. This is what happens when I build a habitat. Poof, 50 minutes later, I have a habitat. There we go. Maybe one more small palm tree over there. Yeah, I think that's cute. What do you guys think? I'm not sure. It's very different from how I've built every other habitat in this zoo. It's a lot less clean and a lot more, you know, full. But I like it, I think. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna end the episode here because it's 33 minutes. And then next episode we're going to be continuing with this habitat and the beavers, I think. Gonna be building this house to make it look like an actual place and not like weird walls. Let me actually see if the visitors are complaining. You're not even in the zoo! Yay! Well, anyways, and then we'll put like 1 or 2 big habitats here. And maybe the cougars, maybe like the things up here. The crocodiles? No. Alligators. Alligators up here. And the cougars and... I forgot what else I had. Grizzly bear here. And then we can move on to the next continent. So this would be like Europe and Northern America sort of combined. As always, I hope you enjoyed this episode and I hope I'll see you again soon. Bye!